Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today, on Thursday, December 16th, 2021, the members of the Northeast Remnant and the Mexican Garrison had the chance to come together on Zoom and have a discussion about what it means to be a member of the 501st, about our different garrisons, and about our mutual love for Star Wars. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Hola, Nidia.
Hola, Nidia.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien.
Hi, Dean.
Hi.
Hey,
Nice
Aldo.
to see you.
Nice to see everybody.
Hey, nice
Dean.
to meet you, Dean.
So Dean is actually a member of Vindicator Squad up in the Canadian Garrison.
Nice.
Yeah, we just met him a couple weeks ago because he was down in New York doing a very special event with us. So I posted about this on my Facebook yesterday, and Dean's like, what's this about? I'm like, well, we're having a conversation, so come on in. I'm so glad you're here, Dean. Great to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite, and sorry to impose.
No, not a problem.
I think we're gonna have a nice little intimate chat just about like what people like about the Legion and what's going on.
Exactly. Now we have 3 garrisons together. So thank you for being with us, Dean. My name is Raul. I'm the CO. Lucia Zapata, she's our GPR. And Nidia Hernandez, she's our MBO. So, and Aldo, he's just a great friend. Hola, Aldo. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola, Aldo.
Hello, everybody.
How are you, Aldo?
I'm in traffic. I'm heading my way home, but I didn't want to miss this meeting.
So Aldo, Taylor's the CEO of the Imperial Remnant, and Justin's the XO. And they're just amazing people, and they put this together after we spoke. Lucy introduced us to them, and we're just having a good time. Thank you for being with us.
So
This is what I found fascinating about Dean. Dean has two costumes now, right?
Yeah.
So he's got a First Order Stormtrooper, which is of course how he met, and he's also got a beautiful Din Djarin Mandalorian.
Yeah, both incredibly complicated costumes. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be ageist here. But Dean's older than me and just started, which I find awesome. Like awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna be 56 in May. So.
Wow! Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you these: do many of you, as Legionnaires in the Imperial Remnant or in the Canadian Garrison, do many of you guys or your buddies also are also Rebel Legion members?
Most of us, yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't there, so I'll speak for Taylor and a whole bunch of them. When the Rebel Legion was for the most part Echo Base, which is New York, and that pretty much had New York, New Jersey. And when they went on, the drive to get their own base, most of the 501st members made Rebel Fleet Troopers and other types of costumes in mass to help get the numbers to be able to split off.
Yeah. We're very happy to help them become their own entity in our state because
that is so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think only maybe a handful of people are not dual members.
Really?
Yeah,
that's so funny because this is the contrary. This is kind of the cool stuff that we're going to be talking about, right? Like these differences between in the club. There's a lot of differences between garrisons. Like say for example, in the Mexican Garrison, the Rebel Legion in Mexico is not that big, so the vast majority of us are just like 501st, but some people used to belong to the Rebel Legion and they joined the 501st but are no longer Rebel Legion members.
I do want to introduce Dave, who has logged on and joined us. Hey
Dave.
He's one of our event coordinators for the Northeast Remnant, so we owe him a lot because all of our excellent events go right through him and his team. So he's a beautifully organized individual, and we thank him so much for his time. And thanks for coming tonight.
Yeah, I got to get up for school in the morning, so I can't stay on too
No,
long.
it's all good. I understand.
Not a problem, man. We understand. We all have to work and do other stuff, but we are honored to meet you and make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet
Thank you. Yeah, same here. Let me introduce, by the way, to Monica. she's a dear Legionnaire, and Felix Miron, he's a new Legionnaire as well. He's from Veracruz, from the eastern part of Mexico, and so they're both with us tonight. Félix, Moni, pues les presento, bueno, a toda la gente del Imperial Remnant. Está, de hecho, Taylor Gibson, que es el que está hablando ahorita, es el CEO del Imperial Remnant, que es la garrison que lleva el estado de Nueva Jersey. Está Justin, que es el XO. Está Dave también, que es uno de los que coordina los eventos. Y está Dean. Dean, de hecho, pertenece a la Canadian Garrison, pero vino aquí hacia hacer bola y así, yo también le entro, ¿no? Entonces ahí está.
Such a nice pleasure. How you're going? How's it going? Everything.
It's going okay. I will tell you that it's probably similar in other places that are highly population dense. COVID's now coming back. It's on the rise again. So, everybody's a little, we've been through this before, so, we all know what to do. So, but beyond that, for us, I think, it's kind of life as usual with some adjustments. Taylor, you want to take it from there?
Yeah, we've done our best to try and be as safe as possible. Our biggest concern is we want to make sure that we are representing safety. So when people are taking pictures of us at events and people are seeing us out and about, that we are doing what we think should be exemplary for all people out and about. So we are still masking most of the time, especially if our event hosts are requiring it. But yeah, we're just trying to be as safe as possible. We've done events where we've been distance apart. We've done events where we're fully masked. But ultimately, whatever it takes to get us out and be safe and still give everyone the great Star Wars opportunity that they have, even if we have masks on, even if we're far apart, at least we're there, at least we're interacting and keeping things positive, because it's just so hard to keep the energy going. So anything we can do is what we've been trying to do.
Well, that is so cool. That's really, really good to know that you guys are keeping yourselves busy amidst all this COVID and chaos that's been, going on for almost 2 years now. And I should say that when I met Tim Boylan es uno de los miembros del Imperial Remnant, y lo conocí y me contó que estaban haciendo muchas cosas, that you guys were doing a lot of things, and that propelled the interest of meeting you guys and see what you guys were doing, all these different things. So we're very, very happy. Estamos muy contentos de poder estar con ustedes. We're very happy to be able to join with you tonight and learn more about the Legionnaires of the Imperial Remnant and the Canadian Garrison.
Yeah.
Taylor, do you want to give some quick history of us, since you're much better at it and Dave much better than I am since I'm newer?
Yeah, so the NER actually started as part of the Empire City Garrison back in the early 2000s. So Empire City Garrison actually was this entire chunk in the northeast of the United States. And then in 2003, we finally became our own garrison after different conversations and border divides and all of those sorts of things. So we're actually just about to celebrate our 20th anniversary in 2023, which we're very much looking forward to. Yeah, we've been our own garrison for that long. We are now at just about 130 members.
Wow.
And we don't have a very large state. It only takes about 3 hours to get from bottom to top of our state. So we have a very concentrated pool of members, which lets us do a whole lot of events, which is really exciting.
Ok, por ahí les dejé un pequeño mensaje en el chat de que si alguien quiere preguntar algo pero no quiere hablar y quiere que preguntemos en su nombre o quieren que traduzcamos algo, lo que sea, pues el chiste es que todos participemos de la mejor manera y como ustedes quieran también, ¿no? Entonces estamos a la orden. Qué bueno que están aquí todos presentes. Alex, buena noche. Yeah, they're all good. They're all good. Alex Campos is one of our another beautiful Legionnaire from the Mexican Garrison. He's one of the musicians I told you about.
Yeah.
He likes music as well. What do you like, Alex?
I play the African drums. I don't know if you know something about African music, and I play the dun dun, the sangbang, and the kenkeni, and I love the African music. So maybe someday we can share some music together.
That'd be great. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
And Cad Bane had arrived.
Cad Bane's joining as well.
Yeah.
Did you know Cad Bane was Mexican all the way?
I did not.
I mean, I knew he was
And
from
he
the
loves
Southwest
tacos.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also have Alexis Ramos. He's from the state of Puebla, which is close by to Mexico City. Alexis, qué bueno estar presentes aquí todos y que tú estés también con nosotros.
Ya hacía falta que entrara.
Déjame presentarte rápido. Está Taylor Goodson, para los que acaban de entrar.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
Sandy as well. Jorge, dearest Legionnaires. Les presento rápidamente a Taylor Goodson, que es el CEO del Imperial Remnant. Está Justin Sunfield, que es el XO. Está Dave Camfer, que es uno de los coordinadores de eventos para el Imperial Remnant. Está Dave McInnes. Dave, de hecho, está en Ontario y él pertenece a la Canadian Garrison, pero pues entró también a echar relajo por acá. Y pues ya, aquí andamos.
Hello, nice to meet you, all of you.
Hello.
It was a pleasure to have you here. It's an honor, more than a pleasure.
Oh, please.
Honor.
Honor.
Thank you so much for joining us. And I really, I have something very interesting that I have an opportunity to trade on celebration, last celebration, and this is this, I know you recognize very well this. So this is very curious because I don't know if you have an opportunity to visit Chicago last celebration, but I remember very clear that the traders room. Do you remember traders room? It was a huge. I can't explain the place, but it was like more than 1,000 members of Fire First trading, and it was huge. And I remember one guy. I don't remember exactly the guy who had an opportunity to trade this beautiful logo. So I really want to express how I feel at this moment that I'm talking with you right now. Thanks so much.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. I was there. Taylor was there. Dave, you were there too, right?
I was there too. Yeah.
No.
That trading room was wild. There was that was just
So
chaos.
many people.
That's amazing.
Do you have Mexican trade? Do you have Mexican logos?
I don't have any. No, I don't.
No.
Wasn't
Maybe we can trade.
I think we can figure something out.
Absolutely.
Of course.
In the last 2 years, how did you keep excitement going? Obviously, you guys are all still here and you're all still engaged and wanting to learn more about the 501st in total and build more costumes. How did you guys as a group keep in contact with each other?
With the Zoom meetings, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
Every weekend we join in a reunion with all the members. Well, and we have, I don't know, we chat and we share our experiences about the COVID and everything around us.
Yeah,
Wow.
we have that meeting every week. We also started a little podcast on Facebook on our page. And
Oh,
we can speak about several different, themes of Star Wars or the Legion or interact with the public. We've also been doing some virtual troopings for the times that it was an impossibility to go out, creating videos, sending photos. We also updated our social media, and we'll be publishing every day, reaching out to different people, and truly just being community with each other. And I think it's a little bit weird because, I got in the Legion with the pandemic already.
oh wow,
So-
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, but I think that these meetings and these interactions has helped a lot to bring closer some legionnaires, because most of us don't really live that near, or we are busy every day, and we just see, I think they just saw each other when they had events. So on one side, it is, well, of course, a little bit sad that we are not having as much activity as we would like, but on the other, I think it brought us closer as persons, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, we started Zoom early last year around March, and we didn't realize how creative we became over Zoom, doing all sorts of different things, and it brought us together. I mean, there's people that before this pandemic and Zoom, they only saw each other, at troops, and then Zoom brought many of us together, and so that was really cool. That's great comments. Oh, by the way, Taylor, you were saying about the number of legionnaires that you have in Jersey.
Mhm.
We actually have pretty much the same number. We're pretty much a little less than 140 right now. We're around 138, I believe, at this point in time. So we're pretty much the same number as you guys.
Oh, great. And how large is your area?
So everything that you see in red belongs to the Mexican Garrison, even those states that belong to Baja California Norte, where Tijuana is, and Baja California Sur, where Cabo or Los Cabos is as well, and then Sinaloa as well. That belongs also to the Mexican Garrison. And the other colors pertain to the other garrisons, the Rancor Hunters, as well as the Skull Garrison, and then obviously the Mayan Garrison in green, which nests together most of the southeast states of the Mexican territory.
By the way, even with the pandemic, we have on our forums, we have the registry of the activities or troopings we do, and we have in this year 62.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, obviously most of them are virtual, right?
Yeah.
We just started trooping, live, so to go. Yeah, on a presential way, but most of them have been obviously virtual.
Yeah,
that's an impressive amount of troops actually for this year.
Well, we tried to keep everyone, busy and happy and doing something every single month, right? Like once or twice a month.
In a pandemic, legionnaire, and I didn't have chance to troop before, and I want to ask you how you guys are dealing with that, because you are used to do troopings and go out with people, and I think that is different for you, because I've been only at the pandemic.
Right. So you didn't know the how it's like to do it. Yeah. Because we had a number of people that joined during the pandemic, like you. We were talking earlier that our Rebel Legion and our 501st are very, very close and very intertwined. And I think it was Tim Burke, I think had joined the Rebel Legion during the pandemic, and we didn't even realize it till he was on one of the first, we asked him his favorite trooping memory. He's like, this is my first troop, and it was done virtually. And I didn't realize I'd only met him in person like one or two times, and then you see them so much more during this pandemic. And I think the point that you guys were making, that it may have had an opportunity to pull some people closer, than they would have, because if you've got a big area like you've got, and you were separated by by distance, and people have things to do, and then you have things like this where you can just come together and talk, and it did actually have an opportunity to bring people closer.
Yeah.
But I have found this, as they've started back up, everyone is very grateful to finally see each other again.
We had a trooping, our very first formal troop was something that Lucy put together because Felix is pretty new to the Legion, and he came aboard just a few months ago, and he's from Veracruz, so he came visit Mexico City, and then out of nowhere, a troop was put together in order to see Felix, to get to know Felix, which was kind of a meet and greet kind of between friends. And then all of a sudden it grew into a troop where we took pictures. All of us took pictures and video in order to feed our social media. And we probably anywhere between 18 and 20 legionnaires were brought to that troop, and the faces, which is what I wanted to convey, the faces of the people coming together and being able to support their customs outside of their house, and just see people again live was just magical. It was really healthy.
And finally, see the people I have been seeing every Friday, and finally meet them and have a real personal contact was really great, because I think most of the people that are here, we are in common so much, not only Star Wars. I have seen that music and another kind of things, and I don't know. It's really nice to meet the people who is.
Buena pregunta.
Meeting people that is as crazy as you. That
Right.
And as Jorge said once time, this is about having fun.
Yes.
All about it. But this is having fun. Yes.
All about having fun.
Yes.
Even in life, I don't know.
The word would be like-minded about something.
Yes,
yep.
Like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Star Wars. That's why we're all here, right? And for me, I love seeing the variety of costumes, the different stories. Dave works in education. I work in business. Taylor works in music. We have firefighters. We have frontliners. We have,
nice.
we have lawyers. We have doctors. We have everything in between. Police, lots of police.
Lots of police.
Firefighters. Everybody. And if you're one or the other, a lot of times your life will not encounter the other. You will not meet someone that's outside of your circle of friends. And I will say, I think all of us could say the same thing. I have a circle of friends that are Star Wars people, and I have a circle of friends that are like other people. And when the other people see the Star Wars people, they're like, how do you know all these people?
Yeah.
How do you meet all these different kinds of people? And at some points it was kind of like, okay, we got to keep this side over here, because we don't know how they're going to interact or whatever. And then you throw them all together, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's really great to throw everybody all together. And then you find that a lot of people wish they were in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Speaking of first responders, Monica right here, she's a first responder. She works for the Red Cross. And
wow.
She's amazing soul.
Yes,
she's just a
I'm
beautiful
a
person.
volunteer from the Mexican Red Cross, and since I don't know, I don't remember, but more or less 10 years ago, as a volunteer, an EMT volunteer. Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Yes.
Gracias.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure for me to share my time, to save lives, to be in there when the people needs help. It's the best decision in my life,
Very nice.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And she's really small.
Yeah.
But she has a huge responsibility, and because of his, because she is small, she's required for most of the horripilant jobs to do when some kind of disaster occurs, and she's really small, but she has a really big heart, and I don't know how to say it, but
Thank you, Aldo.
Aw.
I will
Llamamos Moni.
cry. Just so yeah, my job there is in the disasters time to rescue people in the cuando se caen los edificios y esto. ¿No?
Yeah, when you have like all these, when you have these disasters happening, whether it's an earthquake or an explosion, or recently a subway that ran astray and collapsed, where it was reeling on, and she's the first responder. She's
the first responders of disasters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is her.
That's her. Yeah, she's small but very big at heart, like Aldo said. Yeah,
with a huge heart.
Yeah.
What is everyone's main character that they like to do? What is your main one? Why, there we go.
Yeah.
Bounty hunter, but then my first costume was Imperial Gunner.
Okay, well,
Yes.
okay, forget the gunner. How did you do Cad Bane? That is not a costume you see every day.
This is not a common. I have a mentor. My mentor is Michael Halstead. He's from Ohio. I don't remember which. No, Cloud City Garrison. I remember. Yes, Cloud City. I met Michael on last celebration, and he's a huge guy. Yes, I really have a great talk with him, and he had give me some tips to finish this costume, because I have a lot of trouble with it. So I didn't have plan to create a campaign costume. So it all began in 2016 when my wife and I went to Chicago and visited to Midwest Garrison. It was our first troop, international first troop, trooping, and I bought a Cad Bane mask. So I only have the mask because I really like the character. So I didn't have to in my plans to create this custom. So when we returned to Mexico, a great friend of us from Mexican Garrison, Jose Luis, talked to me, and he told me, "Hey, you have a mask from Cad Bane. This is beautiful. Do you have the hat?" "No, I don't have anything. Only I have the mask." I can help you with the hat." "Really?" "Yes, why not?" "Okay." I said okay, and a month passed.
Look at that.
1 month, and he showed me in one troop, "Hey, I have your hat." "Really?" "Yes, I have. This is your hat." "Okay. Do you need anything else?" "Yes."
The rest of the suit.
So it all began with this huge opportunity. So I started with the costume in 2017, and I finished the costume a year ago in the middle of the pandemic. So we have an opportunity. This pandemic bring us to have time to have an opportunity to create or to finish the projects that we have in this moment. So for me and for her, the pandemic giving us a good opportunity. No?
Who else wants to
I see a TIE fighter. There we go. There's Aldo.
There you go, a TIE pilot. Yeah.
I'm a TIE pilot, and I'm working on a Sand Trooper.
Yeah. So is Taylor.
Oh, you are?
Well, my first costume was a Sand Trooper. That was my very first costume back in 2015, but I want to make a better version. So I've been working on my second version of that for forever. And it's been every time I go and I try to work on it, I get distracted by something new. I go build something else. So that thing's just been sitting in a box for years. So I'm finally, I hope this winter I'm going to finish it. It's all done. I just need to paint something. That's all it's holding me up right now. But hopefully I will finally get to it.
We both are TIE pilots, and the main reason we are both TIE pilots is because it's more affordable for us to join with this kind of suit, because Sand Trooper is very it's
dirty,
not quite
very dirty. I know.
Yes, very dirty. We love being dirty, but it was the best way to join quicker than with a Sand Trooper.
Yeah, we have
Very cool.
We have other characters. Say Gap here. His name is Gabriel. Gap just joined us. He lives about 20 minutes away from where I live in another state, which is the state of the state of Mexico. That's the name, and the capital of that state is Toluca. So that's where he's located. Gabriel just Gap. We call him Gap. It's right there. He was just approved with that Armand Isard costume.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's a 4-digit ID number, even like the money.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been in the Legion.
Hello.
Hello.
Good night, everyone. I don't speak English. I will only be listening. And my name is Gabriel Aguirre. I am TX7540. And it's a pleasure. Me too.
To meet you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. It's great to meet you. And a 4-digit ID number. That's great. What year did you join the Legion?
2008.
2008.
Wow.
Yep.
That's great.
¿Y tú, Moni?
I don't remember when I ¿Tú no te acuerdas, Gap? Fue por ahí también, ¿no? Como en el...
Sí, la diferencia son meses.
Oh.
Ajá.
Bonnie
same.
also joined about 2008 as well.
I'm a Yawa, a little Yawa. I'm working in may I tell them?
Yes.
It's your custom, of course.
It's your custom.
Yeah, sure.
It's a surprise, actually. Aura Singh. I'm working in Aura Singh.
Yeah.
That will be
awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
You have the whole like hair back and
the bald
head.
The bald head.
Yes.
Okay.
She already has a hair clipper. I know that. Yes.
And the hands are bigger. And, yeah. Prosthetic. I need prosthetics.
Justin, could you tell us about the Mandalorian you have to the right, to the left? Sorry.
Of course.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
What's going on with this Mandalorian?
So this is I got him approved in September of last year, and he is season 1, the first costume. And the helmet was a Novos, so that I didn't have to make the helmet, but I had to make this pauldron that would match the helmet perfectly. I did all the leather work myself. This is my first leather work I've ever done.
Wow.
Everything else
Great
3D
job.
printed and finished. The suit, I had to remake this myself, but the rest of it's just that cosplay sky suit that you can buy very cheaply. And I was a big advocate. I'm a big advocate that everybody should be able to do it cheaply, or as cheap as they can. And the fact that this suit worked proves that you can, you don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a suit. You can get there pretty close and then just make a couple of little adjustments to get it to work. But the rest of it's all 3D printed, all the leather work on the legs and everything. I did myself. I taught myself how to do some leather, and it wasn't hard. It was good TV, sit by the TV, and it was also, it's mostly straight. It's straight cuts, and the pouches are very straight, easy to hand sew. So this is probably my favorite costume right now.
Very cool.
in this Legion.
Okay.
That's my favorite costume.
Tiene un
And-
C-3PO.
Tiene un C-3PO.
No way. No, you wear the C-3PO. I saw you.
That is my helmet.
Celebration. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Wow, I
I
can't believe it.
was
Yes.
Celebration, and that's what we look like in it. You know. But yeah. So and I've been very fortunate. It's Celebration in Chicago. Anthony Daniels signed my glove.
Nice. Very
Chris,
cool.
Chris Bartlett signed my other glove.
Carson, of course.
Wow.
So, but that's my favorite. And my wife, this is for my wife, so I made this year. So
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I want to see photos of that.
Well, let me tell you about Edgar. Edgar joined us recently as well. He's right here. And Edgar, we're very proud because he's a great person. He's a very, very nice, a very good friend. And he has one of those few magma troopers out there. So he sports a magma trooper that's, to die for.
Only 12 in the world.
Wow.
Very cool.
Congratulations.
And then we have Felix Miron from the state of Veracruz. He has an ISB. Tell us more about it, Felix.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite curious because there's not like any other ISB on Mexico, I think, but it's good. And I'm also like really interested in this kind of weird and not quite usual costumes. But retaking the thing that Raul was saying before about the trooping that was made on purpose, that I visited Mexico City. I wasn't really like planning going to Mexico City, but then I had like this idea because on Mexico on the Revolution Day, we have like a vacation like on a weekend, and they extend it for some days. And
because the hangover was terrible. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And I had
sorry. It was my imagination.
Yeah. but I like checked the calendar and all that stuff and said like maybe I should go to Mexico City because I, like Raul said, I joined the Legion on the pandemic. Like I think most of the people are here, but I really appreciated the way I was received since the beginning, even before knowing each other on person. It was always really kind from all of the administration and all of the fellows that I made on the Legion. So I went on Mexico City and I stayed on a friend's house that isn't really, I mean, ¿Está Frank? Ahorita
no, todavía no.
Okay, but I hope he'll join later. But I made like a really cool friendship with him, and I asked him like, and he said like, yeah, sure. And we had like a really fun time. I stayed like 4 years there, and it was a really, really great experience, and getting to know most of the guys around there, and yeah, it's quite cool. I had supposedly a trooping with the people that are like nearby Veracruz.
Your squad, yeah.
My squad, it's called the Crimson Squad. That it's part from Puebla. I think Alexis is over there.
Yeah,
still.
there he is.
Yeah. So we went on. We're like on the same territory, and it's pretty cool. They've treated me like really, really nicely, and they're really awesome guys. But we hadn't still got the chance to get on person, and it's quite complicated because of the pandemic conditions. But I mean, it's been a really great experience to meet such kind people and such like really big-hearted people, and I'm really like glad to to get to know most of you, because I mean, even on the pandemic and out of it, it's complicated to know people like you guys, and I'm really honored and glad to know more of like people from other parts of the world. It's crazy, and I'm really glad.
It's really a beautiful thing how the Legion just brings everybody together. All the
Yeah.
time. I mean, I have
Very
friends.
true.
I have friends in England. I have friends in California. Now I have friends in Mexico. It's just a beautiful thing, and I just love every moment of it to get to share with all these fellow fans. It's beautiful. So congratulations, Felix. Welcome to the family.
And speaking of costumes, hey Dave,
Yeah.
we're very happy that you join us. Can you tell us a little bit about the customs that you have and which one you like the most?
I joined in 2017 with a New Hope TK, so that's this guy. And as I was building it, there's a lot of guys around here, and they just open their houses up and say, hey, come on over, I'll help you, I'll show you. So I've learned so much from everyone in the Legion, and then now I'm turning around and I'm teaching everyone else. I'm showing them how to do things, and it's just great. And I told them, I said, I'm only going to do one costume. This is good enough for me. I'm now working on my 5th costume. Yep. So I've got two 501st. I also got a Return of the Jedi Biker Scout.
Nice.
And 2 Rebel Legion costumes as well. I got an X-Wing pilot and a Rebel Fleet Trooper. So because we did that as a group build. I think there were 7 of us that all.
Yeah, he was one of the Fleet Troopers.
Yeah.
Well,
So
were any of you guys in that troop where all the Rebel Fleet Troopers were talking and they were joining, and then all of a sudden Darth Vader joins in? And that was hilarious, man. That was just like amazing.
It's so funny you bring that up. I think that was one of the funniest things we did. And for the rest of the group, and I don't know if you need to translate, but it was if Rogue One had happened during the pandemic over Zoom. So imagine Rogue One and the beginning, or the end of Rogue One and the beginning of A New Hope over Zoom.
It was great. Dave, I think you were the last. Dave, you were the last one standing, right?
I was the last guy.
¿Todos vieron ese video? ¿Vieron ese video de los Rebel Fleet Troopers? Y que al final llega Darth Vader y ¿no lo han visto? Where can we find that video so we can share it with our garrison?
I can put the link in the chat right now.
Yeah, awesome. We'll put it there.
Entonces van a poner el link. Qué padre. Está buenísimo. Está súper divertido ese troop que hicieron. Emulando un poco lo de Rogue One.
One of our many pandemic projects, just something to do.
I think I saw it a year ago. Is that right?
Sí, exactly.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That was an amazing thing you guys did. I saw that like about 7 times. I was just blown away.
I tell you, so they came and they said, so this is how we're going to do it. And think about it. We couldn't record it live. We recorded each segment separately. So every person had to think of what the other person was going to be doing while that was happening. And then I had Vader at the end, kind of just went over everybody. And the fact that it turned out the way it did was just, I mean, they wrote a great script. They wrote a really good script.
It was just amazing. ¿Todo el mundo entendió? ¿Todo el mundo o alguien quiere alguna traducción al respecto? ¿No? ¿Todo bien? Va buenísimo. Pues thank you very much for sharing. Qué bueno que nos van a poner el link ahí for sharing the link in the chat, because we really want to watch it again at some point. Thank you. Thank you very much. And speaking of resorty areas, Scarif, Alexis here has a Scarif trooper. ¿Quieres comentar algo, Alexis?
Yeah, that's my first costume of Star Wars that I enjoy for this group. Well, what can I say? First, I don't know, have the idea that it exists, the Lion 541. Almost my dad saying me, oh, did you see these guys that it costume Star Wars, and it's so funny. I see the guys and I say, oh my gosh, it's so interesting and so excited that I see the person that costume of different characters of Star Wars, and I say, oh my dad, I like to do that, And my dad say, okay, we can do a costume for you. Then my dad contact Mile, that is one of the person that create this costume, and Mile and my dad do this costume for me, and I enter to the Legion. ¿Me puedo mostrar una imagen?
Claro,
Yeah.
sí, adelante.
I can show you.
He's going to share something.
This is the Mexican, the squad, my squad, Mexican Garrison.
Los Crimson, ¿no? Crimson Squad.
Sí, gente Crimson, claro.
All the members are not the members, but it's one members of the Crimson Squad.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oversight.
Yeah, it's a very nice oversized, yeah.
This is when all the Crimson Squads go to the Expo Kai in this month.
Mm-hmm.
We go to the Expo Kai to show the people the costume that we have. My dad, me, and some friends that are in Puebla and in Veracruz.
Qué buena foto.
Edwin, I have the captain. My dad is one of the Royals. I don't know where is he, but it's one of the Royals. And other is Marco. His name is Marco. Of other Royal, and other one is Enrique. Enrique is a new member of this group. It's so funny. We have different activities, and it's so excited. We do that. We have another.
Very cool.
Photo that we have. So
Oye, el otro es Chava Brujo, ¿no?
Ajá, es Chava. And the kids are so happy because he see a trooper, he see a Royal, and well, the kids didn't say his name. And another kids are scared for me. I go to with him, and he runs. He don't like it, the trooper. Yeah, but we have a really big family in this.
Justin, I sent you a request on Facebook, and suddenly I saw a great picture about the New York parade. Could you tell us something about this?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna let Dean tell you because Dean was in the parade too.
Really?
That was awesome. Yeah, tell us all about it, Dean.
I saw a few pictures and wow, I said, I'm jealous. Yes, I really want to be there.
So I got to tell you, the funniest thing that happened is the night before the parade, 3 in the morning, we're in the hotel on the 24th floor. And all of a sudden, one of the marching bands fires up, starts banging all the drums, and they all get lined up and they start marching towards the start of the parade at 3 in the morning. We're still in bed. And it sounded like they were in our room.
I'm doing here.
It was crazy. So, but that whole experience was phenomenal. All the people that we met, like my favorite costume right now is my Mandalorian season 1.5 and 2, because season 1.5, I'm a 501st, and season 2, I'm in the Rebel Legion. So that's they differentiate the two costumes. So I have to change 3 pieces to make it season 2. But ever since I went to the parade, my favorite's my Stormtrooper again. It's such a great costume, and the response you get from everybody is phenomenal. To give you an example of how much respect you get from that costume, as we got on the parade route, there's a police officer every 10, 20 feet facing the crowd. When we come around the corner, every one of them got their phones out and got selfies with us. Every one of them.
Wow.
Like, they didn't look around at any other floats or balloons. But when we came around the corner, they all stopped and came out and got selfies, and we're all clapping and everything. It was phenomenal.
How many of you guys were parading in total?
18.
Nice.
It was only 5 stormtroopers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Dave's gonna join us soon. Very soon.
I'm almost done.
Awesome.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it was very special.
It was an amazing experience. It really is. And I decided that my costume wasn't as good as these other guys, and I bought a new one so I can make a new one. So
Yeah, it's sitting in my garage, so we'll work on that soon.
The one armory is at Taylor's house, and Taylor obviously is very involved in it. And then Dave is closer to Brodustrial Light and Magic, is what we call it, because it's at our friend Bro's house, who's a long time. I think he's got the record for the most costumes too.
How many does he have?
A lot.
30.
30.
30.
Wow.
30. So they are the ones that have these wonderful places where we can go and all make armor together, which is very
That's so
nice.
cool.
And this is Bro's shop. There he is.
Oh, that's it. That's so that's so cool.
And then there's
okay.
then there's mine.
Oh, beautiful.
But I will tell you
Wow.
the coolest
cool.
part, the coolest part of the whole parade was, do you know when you see behind the scenes pictures from the Mandalorian or any of the shows, and they have them covered up in these black robes? They gave us the black robes to wear when we were walking through the crowds with our helmets off, so they didn't know we were stormtroopers, except for the fact that they were wide open, so everybody knew we were stormtroopers.
The wind's blowing, they're just billowing around.
Yeah.
Have you done this parade before? Have you been invited to do this parade before?
No, and from what I understand, it was the first time Star Wars was in this parade. Is that right?
Star
Justin?
Wars.
Yeah.
The first time Star Wars was in.
Wow.
But we're hoping it's not the last time we're invited. This and to be clear, it was a Lucasfilm casted thing. It wasn't a 501st thing. Now, obviously, we all were casted because we built costumes for the 501st. But it was Lucasfilm that, you know, when they need stormtroopers, they need stormtroopers, and we all got the call, which was great. But it is the first time Star Wars was in the parade, and we're going to be lobbying that they do more Star Wars in the future. Unfortunately, for the three of us, it might not be a good thing because it's going to be New York. But it would still be great. It would still be great.
But you can attend, right? I mean, you can go there without a problem.
Yeah, we do a lot of great work with our friends across the border. We have a great relationship with them. If they need help, especially in recent times when they do these high-profile events and Lucasfilm wants first order stormtroopers, they come and ask us first because they only have a handful of them in their garrison, and we only have a couple as well. So we have to team up very often to help and fill those roles, which is exactly what happened here.
Actually, I was just texting with a good friend of ours, Carlos Javier. He also has a first order stormtrooper, one of the few ones that we have. I'm not sure if is it the only one, guys, that we have?
I guess he is.
Sí, verdad? So he was just saying, hey, are you guys done? Can I still join? He's just like rushing through hyperspace in order to get here and join us. So yeah,
we'll be around a few more minutes for sure.
And then we have Alex Darth Bacal here. He has some very, very cool costumes. I should say he just recently finished a Tusken Raider that will blow your mind. He's just amazing. But he has some other costumes. Alex, can you tell us about that?
Well, I started with a TK costume. Then I thought this is not enough. I need more. so I went to a Shadow Trooper, and then a Crimson Trooper. After that, in the pandemic, I was thinking, no, I want to be a Sith Lord, and then I got the Dark Nihilius.
Oh wow!
And finally, the Tusken Rider. That now it's my favorite because it's so flexible, and you can use it anywhere, and you can sit. Because when I have my TK custom, I have to be always stand up, and I had to go to pee. I can go to the bathroom, and I have to wait. I can do this. So my final custom is the Tusken Raider, and I love it. I just watch the custom in the Mandalorian, and I know they are going to be famous now, and This is está de moda. ¿Cómo se dice? Está de moda. Está de moda.
Yeah, it's trending.
It's trending.
It's trending.
Tusken Raiders are trending now. So that's why I pick it.
And then also, you know, guys, Sandy, Jorge's wife, she has a very, very beautiful seventh sister, and she's working on a second sister as well. Yeah.
Oh, well, if you're working on a second sister, we'll have to take pictures together because I have a purge trooper that I really
Really?
I do.
Wow.
Yeah, we just finished that CRL this year in May, and it was a fun project, very difficult project, but it was
very hard and
very fun.
I was for customs, the first Mara J.
Marjade, okay.
Mara J, the second seven sister.
Third one
The
is,
third one, Mood Trooper. No.
Royal Shadow Guard.
Shadow Guard.
Oh, okay.
And the four Mood Trooper.
We have in Mexico said el mal de la armadura. The translation it could be an
armor sickness. Armor sickness.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We definitely have armor sickness for sure.
We need more like a robot chicken captor. Do
Right.
you remember more? No?
Someone, I forget who said it, Dave. Maybe it was Bro, but someone said costumes are like potato chips. You can't have one.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like a commercial, yes.
But I could definitely use to stop eating because I have too many costumes.
Yeah.
What other questions are out there?
Have you visited Mexico?
Yeah, that's a good one.
No,
I've never been.
You need to come. You need to come to Mexico. We will have a nice party for you.
So I will tell you the closest I got was McAllen, Texas. And I used to run the men's. So do you know Macy's?
Yeah,
the parade,
Macy's. Yeah, the store. Yeah.
I used to work for Macy's, and I was in charge of the men's world, the men's department, and for all of them. And so I used to have to go down there and tech down in Laredo but we never crossed over. So the closest I've been to Mexico from like that kind of lateral is actually Puerto Rico, which isn't close at all. So we need to fix that.
Well, I hear that you have a very exciting and big event that you're planning. If you want to talk about that rule,
talk about your event. That's what I want to hear about.
Oh, good.
They want to know about the training day because they want to come over.
Yes. Have you ever heard about training day parade from
just from that guy
from Spain? Spain was the first garrison, the Spanish garrison, who create this huge parade. It all starts more than 10 years ago. So the first training day, I don't remember it. It was in Sevilla state. So I talk about a few members from Spanish Garrison, and they told me that the first training day was about more than 15, 18 troopers, and from the year by year it was growing this parade. So nowadays it's more than the last training day on 2019. I remember it was the last one. They had more than 200. I don't remember, 250 troopers. I don't remember. So we want to recreate this parade in Mexico. We started on 2017 in the Guadalajara state. We were more than 120 members. So in 2018, the Skull Garrison made this parade, and after that, another garrison, Mayan Garrison, worked with another training day on Campeche State at the south of Mexico. She told me that I forgot one training day on Monterrey in 2018, but the fact is what we want to make a new training day in Mexico City. We were working very hard a year ago with the training day in Mexico City. So in the middle of the pandemic, we didn't have an opportunity to make that. So we are going to work with this amazing event in Mexico next year. We hope that we have an opportunity to recreate this beautiful parade in Mexico, and because this is a traditional in Mexico, and really want to share with not even with the States, we want to share this beautiful parade with the whole world, no? So when we have more news about this, Raul we will have the voice to express our request and try to open the world this invitation.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen next year. You better start saving, guys. We won't have Dave and Justin and Kristen and Taylor and Dean, our good friend Dean from Canada. We want to have him here.
I mean, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. We want to have all you guys here. It's going to be a major event. Want to keep? May I say something, Jorge?
Please.
It's going to be a very important event because the parade is going to happen in the most important avenue in Mexico City that everyone in Mexico knows, which is Reforma Avenue. It's like, all the way from downtown, it's just like the major avenue, and we're going to be parading there. So all eyes are going to be on that parade. I would compare it to what you guys do on Thanksgiving with Macy's, the Thanksgiving parade in New York. It's obviously not that big, but it's very,
it's a big parade.
Yeah, it's a big parade. This is not going to be like such a big parade, but it's very emblematic in terms of where it's crossing all the way, crosses one of the main avenues in New York City. That's what I'm referring to. So it's going to be, a huge thing for us, a very, very cool thing. And we would be honored, as Vader would say, we would be honored if you would join us.
I see Jacob that joined us. Hi, Jacob.
Sí, Jacob.
Hola, Jacob.
Hola, Jacob.
Hola.
So Jacob is in the state of Sonora, in the northern state of Sonora. He's a dear friend. He has several customs, very emblematic Darth Vader over there. And he's a great person. He loves, like all of us, he loves Star Wars, and he's a great friend. He's a really, really good friend. Jacob, oye, pues está aquí toda la gente del Imperial Remnant, y pues estamos hablando de ti y presentándote. No sé si quieres comentar algo.
Pues no, nada, un gusto conocerlos y ahí que le traduzcas.
Sí, con gusto, adelante.
Pues ya ves, tengo ahí el Darth Vader y aparte pues ahí veo que Justin también tiene ahí un mandaloriano.
Yeah, he's very happy about you having a Din Djarin, Justin, and he also has one as well.
Oh.
Sí. Ya le comenté que tú también tienes uno.
Pre-Beskar or this one or the other one?
Beskar.
El full Beskar one. Yeah.
Very nice.
Qué padre que te estás uniendo con nosotros, Jacob. Bienvenido. Welcome. So here's another thing. When I met, cuando conocí a un legionario de ellos que se llama Tim Boylan, me contó acerca de cosas muy bonitas que estaban haciendo. Lo que les voy a preguntar es básicamente cuál es el troop o el trooping más emblemático que ellos han hecho este año o el evento que más les ha llamado la atención. So Justin, Taylor, guys, Dave, everyone, Kristen, what's the most emblematic, the most significant troop that you generated this year that you would like to tell us about?
Ooh, we did a lot of very interesting things this year. It was, difficult to navigate and figure out what we wanted to do in this online format. We're very happy now that a lot of our regular in-person events have come back, but during the height of the pandemic, really great opportunity to talk to some really truly fantastic people, part of this Star Wars family. And thanks to Justin's contacts and people we mutually know, we did 3 other online talks very similar to this with some really, really awesome troopers. And the first one was Samantha Alleyne. She was the first female stormtrooper ever casted in a movie. She was in all 3 of the new movies, as well as Solo and Rogue One, which is a really amazing resume. She was super exciting to talk to. She was super welcoming and very happy to discuss with her experiences. And she told us so many fun details about the costumes and what it was like to wear them and how bulky they are. Everything we always complain about. She could verify that we have the exact same experience, which was awesome. And she's a good friend now. She's been to a number of our other events, and we hope to host her here very soon.
I think the lesson that was learned is that we could, we have the ability as a group to ask these people to come, and they want to. We did three big ones with Sam, Samantha, Michael Giacchino, who did all the music for Rogue One, but he also did Jurassic World, a lot of the Pixar movies, Coco and Up, and the Star Trek movies, and the new Batman movie. He's doing the new Batman movie, so he's really, really a big deal. And also then we had Glenn Dillon, the costume designer from Solo and Rogue One, but also the costume creative artist for the other movies. All of them came with about 45 minutes to an hour to give us, and all of them stayed over 2.5 hours. And so it shows that they really want to talk to us, and that as a group that we're important to them as they are to us. So, take the opportunity to come and we can all do it together. Look, who knows what this winter is going to be like, if it's going to get worse, better, whatever, but also, more as a Legion, come together and do things like that, so we can hear right from the source and they can see all of our enthusiasm.
¿Quieres que platiquemos algo, Gab?
Yo la traducción, porque ahora sí no presté atención y
Básicamente lo que estábamos preguntando era qué pasaba con el asunto el trooping más emblemático que ellos han tenido. Y digo, el resumen, largo hecho corto, es que han tenido personalidades muy importantes que han tenido influencia en las películas de Star Wars, y que cuando hicieron estos Trooper Talks se dieron cuenta que la gente, porque ellos lo querían hacer cortito pues para no quitar del tiempo a estas personalidades, ¿no? Y se dieron cuenta que la gente realmente lo que quería era contribuir, participar, y se quedaban mucho más tiempo en estas reuniones, en los chats, y demostraban tanto entusiasmo hacia la Legión, como la gente de la Legión y digamos de su Garrison, mucho entusiasmo y mucho feedback, ¿no?, al respecto. Entonces, que esa es una, digamos, de las lecciones aprendidas, que realmente hay mucho entusiasmo y que hay los medios para poder acercar a la gente, ¿no? Gente tanto famosa con legionarios como entre legionarios. Digamos que ese es el resumen de lo que comentaron.
Gracias.
Sí, no, de nada, con gusto. So guys, let me ask you this. Speaking of lessons learned, we feel there's a lot that we can improve as garrisons, as legionnaires, coming together. Not sure if you have any questions, ideas, comments, concerns even. About how we see out there garrisons or members of garrisons or squads even, or outposts that feel kind of relegated or isolated, and how can we better that? I think in my perception, it's just perception, because we're just one call away. Zoom, it's just one button away in order to help people group together.
Yeah, I think it's like we said earlier on this call, we learned a lot with Zoom and with computer skills and all that during the pandemic. When we created our Garrison YouTube channel, which has a lot of views and a lot of interest, We did that fun Rogue One video that we talked about. And, you know, that kind of engagement, that gets people excited, gets people involved. I'm very happy to say that in November, we had 7 new troopers join our garrison, even though we don't have as many events happening as we usually do. So that's proof right there that this kind of engagement, having great social media, having a YouTube channel, being able to have that online presence really can transform what we do to a great deal. I think before the pandemic, we as the Legion took a lot of things for granted. You know, we're out there, we're doing events, people are interacting with us, we're handing out trading cards, and, you know, it's successful. It was doing very well, but it's time to look to the future, I think. And I think a lot of these social media aspects, the YouTube, the online presence, I think that is the future. And this call right here is proof that it will work, because we can be a more cohesive Legion with these tools at our disposal.
Pues básicamente eso, ¿no? Estaba comentando que tenemos las herramientas como Zoom para poder acercarnos, porque la pregunta era un poquito qué problemas tenemos. O sea, hay gente que se siente aislada, hay grupos de legionarios que se sienten aislados, garrisons, outposts, que se sienten aislados. Yo lo veo cuando platico con la gente de Latinoamérica, gente que está haciendo sus cosas porque piensan que no pueden quizá integrarse a garrisons que están o desconocen cómo hacerlo. Y pues este es un buen medio, como lo está comentando Taylor, para poder acercarnos todos. Y lo hemos hecho entre nosotros como Garrison, ¿no? Gente del Crimson, gente del Baja, gente de la Mexican, y nos hemos hecho muy, muy buenos amigos. Ahora el poder hacer esto con la gente de Canadá, con la gente del Imperial Remnant, pues es un testimonio de que podemos seguirlo haciendo y acercando gente, que es un poquito la idea de lo que estamos haciendo hoy en esta reunión, pues informal, ¿no? Básicamente es lo que estábamos comentando. Hey guys, let me just introduce here to our very, very good friend JJ. JJ is from the state of Veracruz, and he's a great friend. He has amazing costumes, and we're very glad that he's joining us. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás, JJ? JJ, can you tell us a little bit about the most relevant or the most of your favorite costumes that you have built recently, or in your time in the Legion?
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, actually, my first costume was a TIE pilot fighter, because the first time when I saw New Hope, I was stunned. My second favorite one is the beat musician. Yeah, the mask made it is from Spain, from Rey Knox. Well, it looks nice on photos and on video, but when you see it, it's like it was alive, like it's alive. And then I just built a Garindan.
Yes.
Yeah, the spy. Yeah, that's pretty nice too.
So you like costumes that you can't breathe in, is what you like.
I mean, I think that's what this is all about. Is like, to see what you guys are doing, and to think that we're not that far away from each other, but we're far enough of each other that it's the same language and it's the same stuff,
Yeah.
It's really neat to see.
Yeah, and we have very, very similar things going on in the garrisons, like the same challenges, same problems, same things that work for you guys that we haven't tried, that we want to work on. I mean, like Trooper Talk, when I heard about what you guys were doing, I was like, man, that is so cool. We want to learn what you guys are doing. We need to do that in the Mexican Garrison,
Yeah, and quite honestly, we didn't even know if it was going to work. We were just at a point where we needed to try something. We needed to do something, because everyone was just sitting at home and wondering when this was going to end. But in reality, we don't know when it's going to end. So let's just do it and let's try it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's too dark.
Try.
Can you do the voice?
I wish I could do this. I had a gunner and an Imperial Trooper too.
Excellent.
Very cool.
I think I have a costume problem.
I think most of us have a costume problem.
Yeah,
in very good company.
Dave, who said he was going to have only one.
Yeah.
Only one. Yeah, you already have 5.
I start with the TIE pilot, the Crimson Trooper, then the gunner, No, the Imperial Navy Trooper, the gunner, the bead, and now the guarding done, and I had a Royal Guarding process.
Nice.
I will tell you another fun thing that Taylor and I did this year. So I think it's my most recent approval. It's not Taylor's because I think Purge Trooper was afterwards. But we built a costume together that was to be presented as a group, and the two of us did the tanker. You know, when in the Mandalorian when he goes undercover with Bill Burr and they're in the green tanker costumes.
Oh
Taylor and I built them together. And you know when you wear them together and you walk that we haven't done this yet, but when you walk down the aisle, you know, people are like, oh my God, it's the Mandalorian, you know. So that was probably my favorite thing I've done all year costume wise, was make a costume. Literally I printed pieces, he printed pieces, he did all the sewing. We painted together, you know, we kind of worked the problem, and then both of us ended up he wrote the CRL. I'm not gonna say I had anything to do with it because Taylor's much better with words than I am, but Taylor wrote the CRL and we were in the thing, and that was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah, I bet.
Hey,
that's really amazing. I'm also working on an ICA Trooper.
Yes, that's my favorite.
That's the best.
I really loved it, and the CRL it's been quite useful for working on it. So I'm just waiting for the soft parts of the suit, but it's already kind of on work and still in progress. But I'll sure post some pics when I get it.
Please do, and if you have any questions, let me know, because we the Armor Cavalry Detachment are super proud of our little collection of costumes. So we'd be happy to help.
They're great. Yeah.
Taylor is the XO of that detachment.
That's correct.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So this is the two of us.
Oh, my zone.
Can't tell, but I'll send it somewhere.
Okay.
So cool.
Justin, I'll screen share. Just send it to me.
Screen share. Yeah, here you
go. Yeah. I think I saw two of you on the group that was made for that costume, because since it got on the Mandalorian, I saw that they already made a group on Facebook about the costume and some research I already posted on a year ago. Some of my pics on the progress of the armor, but I haven't made a lot recently. So I've left that costume a little on the, how can I say it, en fila, ¿no? Como que en espera.
Yeah, in queue.
Yeah, in queue.
Very cool. Now, listen, it's costume making is fun. It takes a long time. It's fun to work things out, you know. But we love doing it here, and it's also fun to just have people that provide such an amazing place to make costumes, like, you know, Taylor up here, and then Dave and Bro down south, which is
that's
very
amazing
nice.
to know people like you that are very talented, and Felix that's doing a custom, building a custom, and then, you know, have him connect with you guys so he can be helped out by you guys. That's amazing. And I mean, that's the kind of magic that happens when, you know, we all come together in such a simple thing like this that's going on. That's amazing.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, there's
beautiful.
Wow.
Nice.
And what was really cool about this, and it shows you what the Legion can do when you really put that, when it puts their mind to it. This was taken on January 14th, almost 1 month to the day after the episode aired.
Wow.
So this was all done in 1 month.
Wow, amazing.
Fun times. Fun times. Highly recommend it.
It was very fun. But that's what it's all about, right? It's all about costumes. It's all about fun. That's why we're here.
Let me ask you this acerca de props. ¿Qué tienen, no? Have you guys, do you guys have any props?
Oh, well, I'm going to let Dave take the floor on this one.
Well, we built a battle droid, and then we built an IG-11.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you have any big prop makers as well? People that love making the props?
Yeah, we have one member in Mexican Garrison. The name is Alfonso. Alfonso, he's a very creative guy who work with the props. So especially when we went to we have an event, and
there you are.
There
wow.
it is.
Wow.
So that was right before we got the bandoliers on there. But
These are 3D print, right?
that's all 3D printed, yeah.
3D printed, yes.
A friend of ours, the First Order Stormtrooper, that's hopefully gonna be going with us in a few minutes. He's working on an e-web repeating blaster.
We built one of those.
Oh, you did?
I don't think I have a picture of that. Here, I found another picture now that I know how to do it.
There he is.
Oh, that's nice.
Battle droid.
Roger, Roger.
Roger,
Yep, Roger, Roger.
Roger.
Yeah, remember, bro's got 30 costumes. So he's like, I don't want to build any more costumes. I'd rather do these other things. So we've been building props a lot.
So where do you guys keep those? Do you keep those at your very own homes? Do you have a storage space somewhere? I know the Canadian Garrison does. Someone at the Canadian Garrison, Dean, told me that you guys have some storage, some warehouse that, and you store all your props there. How do you guys manage that?
They do have a big storage locker, and then the different squads can go and use the equipment at their events. But they usually book it out, and they have a sign out. And then usually they like you to do an improvement to the prop before you bring it back. Like
that's cool.
fix it or paint it or something.
That's really nice. That's really nice. Les estaba preguntando sobre los props para la gente que quiere saber un poquito sobre eso. Estamos preguntando sobre los props que tienen. Ya vieron fotos de lo que tienen por allá. Y les estaba preguntando que dónde lo guardan, ¿no? En el caso de la Canadian Garrison tienen ellos un pequeño almacén, ¿no? Un espacio para almacenar eso, una bodeguita, exacto. Y sobre eso, los distintos squads que conforman la Canadian Garrison pueden usar los props que tienen, con la condición de que obviamente tienen que firmar de que sale y regresa y así.
Los resguardos.
Y cuando regresa, tienen que haberle hecho algún tipo por reservación además, y tienen que hacerle alguna mejora a ese prop que tomaron prestado, ¿no? Entonces está padre ese sistema.
Sí, está muy padre esa dinámica que tienen.
Muy interesante.
Sí,
Buenísimo.
sí, muy padre.
Sí, porque finalmente la tienen a resguardo.
Exactamente. We're just talking, guys, about how you guys manage that and how interesting we find the system that you use in order to secure guaranteed integrity of those props, but also the way that you help improve the very same props by the people that use that uses them. So that's interesting. How about you, Dave? How do you, le estoy preguntando a Dave, ¿dónde guardan los props que tienen? Where do you keep those props?
Well, luckily, the other guy, Bro, he's got a pretty large garage/basement that is just dedicated to all the props and all his costumes. So the key is everything has to be mobile. Because if we're going to do a con or something, so we don't have any large sets, if you will, like a bunker or anything like that. So it's all things that we can move easily. So like the IG comes in 3 pieces, and the battle droid is fully posable. So Bro just dreams of the day we're going to drive up to East Coast Comic-Con, and he's got Roger sitting in the front seat with his arm on the window while he's driving, so.
There is a garrison near us in New England, and they have ridiculous large props, and they do rent a warehouse that they keep the props in. And so, and they're not like us. They're not afraid to have the ones that, like, they have working blast doors, So these are huge, very large props. Movie set type of props, and it's really neat to see all the work behind them. But yeah,
wow.
they keep it in a warehouse.
I remember the guy who has a tank from Wrong One.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They're amazing. They're from Kentucky.
I don't remember, we were talking with him celebration. So he was working with the tank for 2 years because he's a Marine. So the guys who create this Rogue One tank were part of the Marines. So they have the knowledge to create this tank. Don West. Thank you so much, Don West.
Oh yeah,
Don West is huge. This amazing tank. I can't even. And I talked to him and I asked about this. Don, where do you keep this tank? I have the tank in my house. He said, really? Yes, I have a special place for the tank. Okay, sounds very cool.
Increíble. Y ahí lo tiene en su casa. Humberto Soria, he's just joining us. He lives like 2 minutes away from my home. He's a great guy. He's our Kylo Ren. He has a Kylo Ren. And he just finished the Death Trooper. Hola, Humberto.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
I love this picture.
I recognize that Revenge of the Sith Vader for sure.
Yeah. It was
Está buenísimo.
A good picture.
Oh,
yeah, buen Kylo Ren. We did a little video. That's a troop that we were talking about that we did in the forest, the very first troop we did just a few weeks ago, where we took a little photo session. We had a little photo session, and that Kylo Ren, was just like beautiful, amazing stuff. And you saw the Tusken Raider from Alex in the past in that past picture as well. Yeah. He's saying he needs to get it all a little dirtier, ¿verdad, Alex? Que tiene que enmugrecerlo un poquito más.
Y le falta lodo.
Le falta lodo.
Needs more dirty.
Well, I want to be respectful of everybody's time, and I know we've gotten to the 2-hour mark, and and it's getting late, and kids got to go to sleep and whatnot. But I don't think this is something we have to do once. I think this is something we should do more often.
Yeah, sure. We should repeat this at some point. And hey, Dean, we would love to have more people from the Canadian Garrison join next time. If you want to, convey our best wishes to everyone in your garrison, and let them know that we would love to repeat this along with people from the Legionnaires from Imperial Remnant, and just come together and see where it takes us on a part 2 of this very first interaction with you guys.
Real quick, everybody needs to hold up some kind of coin or something 501st or something, and someone do a screen grab of some sort and like put your best face on that we're here.
We need to take pictures. 1, 2, 3, 501st. 1, 2, 3, 501st.
Take care, everybody.
Have a good one. Bye.
We want to thank Raul and Lucy and all the wonderful members of the Mexican Garrison for coming together and celebrating Star Wars with us, the members of the Northeast Remnant. We hope to do many more of these and talk to all sorts of wonderful Legion members all across the globe. So we hope to see you again soon.